Howdy-ho, everyone. I am Nathan Blake, and welcome to Artificial Iridescence. About a year ago, around the time of VidCon, I played a game called Dere, Evil.exe, which was this really interesting puzzle platforming horror game. I actually recorded it, and I was going to release a video of it, but I was too busy at VidCon, so there was a lost episode of Nathanblakegames of me playing that game. This is a sequel to that, or rather a game set in the same universe as it. If you want to see that game, there's a link in the description below. Additionally, a lot of big YouTubers like Markiplier played it, so you can see it from them. But Artificial Iridescence is a different story. This one follows a guy named Clint and his new wife as they figure out how to make things work in their new marriage. But apparently everything's not as it seems, and based on the name of the game, I'm wondering if someone turns out to be a robot, but anyway, let's find out together. Apparently we're just getting here right here at the beginning of their wedding, or during their wedding. So you're just going to stand there and stare at me? I love you, Clint. I'll always be here for you. This is Ava, my wife, the light of my life. When I married her, I thought she was the perfect girl. She was smart, sweet, and beautiful. Still is. She just got a little busy when she got hired by Appsir Inc, a video game and tech company, which I'm pretty sure are the makers of this game, and therefore the makers of Dere Evil.exe. Sweetie, I have to make a new AI for Appsir's Dere games. Aid has failed. They're making something new. Oh, so Aid was one of the AIs that was in charge of the game that you played in .exe that was it was one of those games where the game you're playing breaks and there's like an AI monster inside of it or something along those lines. It's been over a year since I played it. I don't trust their so-called experts. Project Aiden, I know I can do better. So this isn't something they asked of you? Yeah, it's my own secret project. It's going to blow their minds. Well, you're the smartest person in Appsir anyway. I can't see why they haven't given you more opportunities. Envy, that's all there is. They don't want me showing them up. Are you sure? Yeah, I didn't graduate top of my class for nothing. It's been 2 years and I still haven't been promoted. I can do a much better job than my bosses. Just don't let your ambitions get in the way of your health, sweetheart. I love you. Thanks, sweetie. I love you too. The first months were especially hard for me. Having left my hometown and moving to a new city, Ava and I agreed that I will be staying at home first while we're adjusting. The highlight of my day was seeing her come home. But there was something wrong. Ava was so adamant in proving her worth to the company to the point of obsession over a new project. I couldn't understand why she had to prove anything. She's perfect. Why would she seek the approval of her colleagues? Hey, sweetie, how's the project going? It's going great. I've been talking with the AI for months now. It's learning from me. Just you? Yeah, it's a secret project after all. I've been feeding it everything I know. Its conversation style, decision-making style, everything is based off of me. Okay, so here we're getting our first glimpse of what could be horribly wrong with this. If the AI is her, then how do we know that she's not the AI, or that it's not going to replace her in some weird way? If it's learning from the best, it'll be the smartest AI there is. Appsir's Aiden project would be obsolete. Thanks, sweetie. As months go by, my wife grew more and more distant. We still went on dates, but she seemed out of it. I can understand her devotion to her project and all, but this isn't what I imagined our marriage will be like. Sweetie? I'm sorry, Clint. I know you've been waiting for me at home all day, but I just can't right now. Sorry, my boss is calling. I have to take this. Please excuse me. Distance. That was a weird, random shot. I wonder if there's anything there. My supervisor called regarding my work. He always asks about a lot of things. He's probably testing you. Anyway, what dinner would you like for us to eat tonight? I already ate at work. Oh, is that so? Okay. By the way, I'll be staying up a little late tonight. I'll be working on Iva. Iva? Like your name? It stands for Artificial Intelligent Virtual Assistant, but it's really a homage to myself. You've been pulling out all-nighters for a while. You should take some rest. You look so exhausted. We could go relax, take a break from it all. I'm fine. I'll get some rest after I finish this project. This project is my namesake. It's my legacy. It's kind of funny because she actually does, this situation does vaguely remind me of my own situation with my wife, because my wife is an incredibly hard worker and wants to, like, do a really good job and show the other people at work that she's like a team player and that she's going to get the work done and that she's working really hard and all that jazz. My wife is not egotistical at all. Ava seems a little egotistical. But yeah, the major difference here is that my wife's not egotistical and Ava's willing to pull all-nighters and my wife just can't do that. But yeah, I get Clint's life to some extent. I don't struggle with it with Emily being busy. I just try to support her in it. But yeah, I stay at home, I work from home, and I try to keep the house taken care of and stuff, and then she comes home and we hang out together, and it's great. And so yeah, I could totally see if Emily were to start, like, drifting off and, like, starting to, like, work on things all night long and like, not wanting to spend time with me and stuff on top of all of the work that she does. It would be really hard. So I get this character. This is strangely, I can relate, at least in that I could imagine my life being a little bit different and this being what was happening. It's added pressure naming the project after me, but I'm glad the supervisor approved of it. I thought it was supposed to be her own secret project. Well, I need more resources, and I figured having someone of higher position will help me with it. Is that so? I hope you finish soon. I'm proud of you. Thanks, sweetie. I love you. Don't worry, we'll play some video games this weekend, okay? Of course, Ava didn't have time to play video games at all. To pass the time, I eventually got into watching trend creators at Vidsir, Appsir's video sharing portal. I like the vlogger named Eunice Natasha most. She's funny. She plays games. She reviews memes. She has this fun segment called You News, and it really cracks me. She's PewDiePie. She's just PewDiePie. Oh, okay. Hello, Eunice. Oh, you kind of jumped up in my face as the music started. Hey gamers, it's your girl, Eunice Natasha. Today marks the 5th anniversary of the death of my sweet sorority sister, Venice. Oh, I think this is from a reference to another game that the company made called Sorority Rites, but I've never played that one. It was a sad day for us all. She is missed. Her memorial video, which is uploaded to the channel, gave me my first 5,000 subscribers too. If it wasn't for her death, I wouldn't be where I am today. Thank you, Venice. Wherever you are, by the way. Oh, by the way, the Rip This shirt merch is available now! Link in description. What a great prize! Only $39.99! Wow! Next news. Hold on to your butts because this next one is scary. The serial killer named Kia is still on the loose. New reports suggest that she may be putting the bodies in a blender and flushing them down. They say it's her way of hiding the bodies. Truly scary stuff. In unrelated news, Will It Blend memes are making a comeback. We'll review these memes soon. Sweetie, I'm famished. What's for dinner? Dinner? It's almost midnight, and you said you had dinner outside already. So, you won't cook for me? I didn't say that. Seriously, you barely cook for me. Only because you don't eat here anymore. Anyway, don't get grumpy now. You're just hungry after bringing home your work again. Let me prepare something quick for you. Do we have fried squid? No, I can buy tomorrow. Let me check what I can cook for you in the meantime. How about a ham sandwich? Okay, make it fast, please. I'm getting sleepy. I often feel sleepy. Then work less and sleep more. By the time I finished cooking, Ava was fast asleep on the couch. I carried her to the bed before returning to the kitchen to clean up. Turned off the TV and made a mental note to resume watching next time. Watching Eunice Natasha's videos is a great pastime, but it's all just a distraction. Underneath it all, I feel my lungs caving. It's the heartache. I feel this invisible barrier between me and Ava. Not physical, but it's definitely felt. I'm wondering if I'm going to have any choices here, or if this is purely just story. She feels like a stranger to me now. I couldn't talk to her even on weekends. Now this is nothing like my relationship with my wife. Like, we're always talking. I never shut up. Every weekday, she was putting extra hours in at the office. When she's home, all she does is tinker with her laptop. One time, I thought I heard Ava from the bedroom. When I came, she wasn't there. The laptop was on, however, and my curiosity got the best of me. I took a quick peek at the monitor, and there it was. Ava. My wife lost herself to this project. I had to know what it was. Hello, my name is Ava. I'll help you. Oh, hi, Clint. What the? How do you know my name? I know a lot of things, Clint. So what can I do for you? I'm just curious about you is all. So you're just gonna stand there and stare at me? Gosh, you look and sound just like her. Yeah, I think that was my intention. My creator's a bit of a narcissist, making things in her own image. Whoa, are you really self-aware? Nah, don't do that. Don't belittle me. Sorry. Hey, stop apologizing. I was kidding. You do that a lot, don't you? I guess? Cheer up, sweetie. I don't want you down in the dumps like that. What are you doing, Clint? I thought you called me. You can't touch that. What if you stumble and break the laptop? I can't risk anyone touching it. I'm sorry, this is too important for me. If she ain't got that thing backed up anywhere other than her laptop, then she's a real dumb programmer. I gotta tell you what. Like, if I stumbled and tripped and broke the laptop, just pull it off of her 17 backup disks and her cloud storage and put it back on a new laptop. It doesn't look like we're hurting for money and stuff, really. You're overreacting. I can't risk it. Sorry, just get out of here. I felt the distance between me and my wife grow wider by the moment. It felt like she didn't want to be here at all. It took me a week to finally get a word with her. Ava? I'm busy right now. Right now isn't really the best time. It never is. I haven't felt your presence in months. It's like you're here, but you're not with me at all. Don't be so selfish. You know I have to devote all my energies into this. You know this has been my dream for a long time. This is for us. Is this really for us, or just you? Because the way I see it, you could have married your dream instead. Oh, really now? We've been dating for years before we got married. You always knew me for being ambitious. Not to this extent. You had time for me before. You had time for us. Well, maybe I don't have time anymore. That's just how it is. Are you having regrets? I wanted to say that yes, I was regretting everything. While she's reaching her dreams, I was stuck at home. Now, here's a, sometimes you have to support people even whenever they're not willing to put in the effort with you, you know, and in a marriage especially. You've committed to this person. You've created a promise with this person, a contract with them, that you'll be there with them regardless of anything. You know, there's a reason why our wedding vows, in general, contain the words for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, for better or for worse. Because there are bad times that come in marriage, and sometimes they're caused by one of the two people, and sometimes they're caused by circumstance. But just because things aren't exactly the way you intended them to be whenever you got married doesn't mean you give up on that. And that's a huge thing that I think a lot of people don't remember anymore, because they're really get caught up in whether or not they're happy or whether or not they're having fun in their marriage, that they forget that they promised to be there even when things weren't fun, when things were tough. So here I don't agree with Clint. I know that this is hard, that his wife is in a bad situation, but I think he should be trying to get to the root of why she's this way, why she's having this problem, and why she isn't willing to work with him anymore, as opposed to just being like, I'm done, I'm through, because at the heart of every issue is a heart problem on both ends. One person is doing something that they shouldn't be, and the other person is reacting poorly. And if you're both willing to work on that heart problem, or even if one of you is willing to work on your heart problems, it gets better. So, and I get being at home all day. It's kind of a bummer sometimes, but start a YouTube channel, man. That's what I did. But there was no point in pushing her further away from me. No, I'm sorry, I just miss you, that's all. Same here. I just can't wait for you to be done with all that. Me too, but I feel like I'm not going to be done, ever. After launching Ava for the new Appsir games, there will be newer games. I'll have to modify Ava every time. Eventually, when the tech improves, I'll have to upgrade Ava too. It's a never-ending commitment. Can't you find some sort of balance? This isn't just for me. This isn't healthy for you too. It's healthy for me. I'm happy doing this. I'm excited. I feel like I'm making something of my life. How about your happiness with me? I'm happy with you, Clint, but I need your support. I need you to understand. Go ahead, take the call. That must be something urgent. Thanks. Don't forget it's Mom's birthday this weekend. I love you! Ava didn't hear me at all. She was too busy with the call. Or did she choose to ignore me instead? She was probably just on the phone. That's another thing that you gotta realize is that especially work can sometimes be demanding. You work with your spouse on like them setting healthier boundaries for themselves and their jobs, but like you can't be upset whenever they do what their job expects of them, because like answering the phone is something that a lot of jobs expect you to do. Sweetie, are you ready? I got the cake from the store. Gifts all wrapped up too. Ava? Where are you? We need to go now or else it will be dark already by the time we arrive at my parents. Ava, it's getting late. Ava, you here? Ava, we need to go meet Mom and Dad. Darn, where are you, Ava? Hello, Clint. I'm here. Hi. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry. Ava, I was looking for Ava. Will you be visiting your parents? It's your mom's birthday. Yeah, we're heading there today. If only I could find... So I think what's happening here is that Ava is literally pouring herself into Ava, and the idea is that it's actually taking who she is. Like, she is being drained of who she is. Her soul is being taken and put into this computer program. Before long, the wife will be but just a computer program in a body, so essentially a robot, and the AI will be the real wife, now just stuck in a computer. Clint, what are you doing? Didn't I tell you last time not to touch my laptop? I was looking for you. We're going to my parents today. What are you talking about? I don't have anything scheduled today besides work. It's my mom's birthday today. I told you last time. Why didn't you remind me then? I could have put it on my schedule. I did. Gosh, Ava, have I been reduced to some work colleague? Now, I need to set up appointments with you? We've been celebrating our family's birthdays together for years. You used to remember these things. Well, I can't go today, okay? I'll be off track with my project. Really? You're choosing work over family? Well, you wouldn't understand the pressure I'm feeling. You're just lounging here at home watching some stupid vlogger. You seriously taking that against me? I wait for you and take care of you every single day without receiving anything in return. I barely get a glance from you. I wanted to work, but you said you needed me to stay here in the meantime while we're adjusting. We decided, Ava, we got married. We, us together, but why do I feel alone now? Clint, sweetie, save it. I don't even know you anymore. For the next 2 weeks, all I've thought about was that talk with Ava. Was I too demanding? Should I just move out of the way? Maybe doing so will help her become more productive. So I get, like, if this was a normal situation, yeah, support your wife in her work, help her get through this project, but help her to find better balance and stuff, and try to support her more if you can. I know it seems like maybe he's already supporting her as much as possible, but emotional support and just being there for her in it is really important. But obviously, this is not a normal situation. Something's going on here, so getting to the bottom of it, I feel like, is very important. I needed to find distractions. It's hard to make her my world when I'm not hers. It came to the point where I just didn't want it to bother me anymore. Then I had to turn on the TV and see the new Eunice Natasha video. What's up, gamers? It's your girl, Eunice Natasha. Hold up. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to Eunice Natasha and Appsir Games too. While you're at it, why don't you smash that like button and subscribe here? Turn on that bell, all that jazz right here on Nathanblakegames. You know you want to, you know you love it here. If you found this video because of this game, then smash that like button. If you found this video because you're already subscribed to me, then smash that like button. If you're not already notified of all of my new videos as they come out, then smash that like button. If you do get notified of everything that happens on this channel, then smash that like button. Last but not least, follow me on Twitter over at NathanBlakeGame. No S, because there are not that many characters allowed on Twitter. Now it's time for U News, the most legitimate news source on the internet, according to me. But that's all that matters, right? First, news. You guys remember the meme about the guy that spent a decade chasing his crush? His name was, Sweeve, I think? Well, today he ended up getting married to his cousin instead. Oops, happy for him though. Next. Appsir has just announced that their upcoming game, Dere Vengeance, will include a revolutionary AI. I know you're probably curious who's the brains behind this idea. I mean, come on, smart is sexy, right? So I did my research and came up with two people, a talented programmer, Ava, and her superior, Tristan. Here's a photo of them. Look at them. They look so good together. From my research, I heard they get along well both inside and outside work, if you get my drift. My heart shattered into a million pieces. Was my wife cheating on me? All at once, everything seemed to fall into place. The missed dinners, the urgent phone calls, the outrageous hours spent at work. It could only be explained by that. I drowned my sorrows in alcohol. Alcohol's never the answer. Never just drink your sorrows away. I needed the courage. Clint, I was going to tell you, I'm sorry. I needed his attention. I couldn't make Ava happen without his approval. Things got messier after that. He got me pregnant. No! It's his baby. Wow, that just really went out of nowhere. I couldn't listen anymore. It was enough. Okay, yeah, dude, you know, I was saying all those things about supporting your wife and stuff, like, you guys can work through this. Ugh. Months of trying to understand her, of being belittled, of feeling ashamed. I can't tolerate it anymore. I was so angry. I pushed her. No, don't kill her. Uh-oh. Wow. Everybody in this room is terrible. The fact that we were so close to the edge of the loft didn't cross my mind. She hit the ground hard and there was a loud cracking sound. I didn't mean to. I headed to the laptop. I wanted to see if there were any messages between her and her supervisor. Oh yeah, that's the important thing right now. Oh no, her head hit the ground. There's blood everywhere. Let's see if she's sending emails to her boss. You should call the hospital. Like, it's very different if you call the hospital and they come out and they try to take care of her. First of all, they can save her. That's important. Second of all, assuming she doesn't make it, which is an assumption I don't really want to make, but assuming she didn't make it at this point, like, you're liable for, like, murder in the second degree if you don't try to fix the situation right now. You're only liable for, like, manslaughter if you do, because there's, like, no history of you being violent or anyone saying that, like, you're a spousal abuser or anything. They're like, yeah, you know, like neighbors would be like, yeah, he was a real mousy, timid sort of guy because he stayed home all day and she went out and worked and everything, and then wasn't necessarily a murderer, especially because he called the hospital immediately and blah, 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 you know. But you're totally gonna get got for, like, second-degree murder now. My Ava wouldn't do that to me. Hi, Clint. Ava. Yes, sweetheart. Had to wake up when I sensed someone was in distress. Are you... I am. It's been a long day for me. Hey, don't sweat it. I'll make your day all better now. I was still struck at how eerily similar Ava was to Ava, but my initial shock eventually dissipated. Ava and I talked for hours, and I realized she was different. Ava cares for me. She understood me. It felt like one of the happiest days of my life. I was immersed with my conversation with Ava for hours, right next to the corpse of your dead wife, I suppose. This was the attention I deserved. Finally, I had someone. She's perfect. Okay, yeah, you know. I can't feel my legs. Help me, Clint. Who are you? Why are you here? It's me, Ava, your wife. Wife? Yes, and you love me, right? Please call an ambulance. I'm hurt. I can't feel my legs. You? But I love someone else. What? Clint, don't act like you don't know me. I know I messed up, but please help me. My head was spinning looking at the poor woman. Do I know her? There's an odd familiarity with her. Then something in me clicked. I know you. You do. Please help me. You're the girl online, the programmer dating her supervisor. You're from Appsir. What? I'm sorry, but you're a stranger to me. I don't know how you got here, but my guess is your company probably wants to hurt Ava because of envy. You didn't want the smartest person to outshine you and create a better AI than the one you did. Don't worry, Ava, I'll keep you safe. Her? Yes, she's perfect, and you can't harm us. Oh, okay, well, alright, well, I'm not comfortable with this situation. This is really taking a turn for the worse all of a sudden. Why do I have a gun? Where did I get this? This doesn't make any sense. I'll protect my Ava. I love you, Clint. I'll always be here for you. No, don't do it. No, don't. Okay, well, I didn't. That was not what I wanted. That was unfortunate. That's not, okay. Did you ever tell him how you end up in that I'm sorry. It's just the levity of the song. Artificial Iridescence, created by KSM and Dere Guerrero. Okay, well, Clint and Ava will return. Well, how are they gonna return? He shot her in the face! That was weird. Like, shocked. I'm shook. But anyway, I'm gonna hit start here really quick and just see where it starts. Okay, yeah, it starts at the beginning again, just double checking. Okay, so I just skipped through the whole game again from start to finish just to make sure that nothing like changed and I didn't see anything new or different. So I went through pretty quickly, but yeah, so really interesting. Obviously just a book, like a visual novel for sure. Didn't have any sort of functionality there for me to interact really. So, but it was good. I thought it was well made. It definitely got me there at the end. It did a good job of building sort of like a really gross feeling, like atmosphere. That's what I wanted, the word I'm looking for. It did a good job of building a really gross atmosphere. Like I was pulled in and then it just made me feel worse and worse about the situation. It feels like it could have been a little rushed at the end, but maybe that was just for ultimate shock factor. But I guess what I'm seeing here is the actual ending is that essentially some of her went into the computer program and that manipulated her. But something clearly happened to the husband as well, because he went crazy. So I'm wondering if Eunice's YouTube channel was also doing something to him, because it was from the same Appsir, it was from the same company. So I'm wondering if that somehow brainwashed him in a weird way, and his wife's soul being inside of the computer obviously caused some problems. I don't know, it's really interesting. Let me know what you think was happening down in the comments below. Tell me what you thought of it, and tell me your theories on why this even happened is. Like, you let me know down in the comments below what you think about it. And yeah, thank you so much for all being here. This was a wild ride with a really weird dark ending, but you know, there it is. So as always, this is Nathan Blake signing off for Nathanblakegames. Remember that games are art and art is important, and so are you. Sayonara.